Hello, guys. Welcome to today's episode of Couples Chronicles. Today, I have some advices for the married men and the married women in the house. One of the best advices ever for married people. Advice number one: choose to love your partner, even when you're struggling to even like your partner. Maybe you had one or two agreements or conflicts. Still make that decision to love your partner. Why? Because love is a commitment, not just a feeling. Try to pick up the phone whenever your partner is calling you and when possible. Don't be the kind of person that cannot be easily reached. And also, when you're together with your partner, try not to allow your phone to be a source of distraction. Keep that phone away from you. And also, don't be the type of person that your phone is coming in between you and your partner. Don't use that your phone to create suspicious things about you. Maybe whenever you want to make call, you begin to go and hide, or begin to put up suspicious acts as if you're hiding something from your partner. No, don't allow your phone to cause problem for you in your marriage. Don't allow it to come in between your partner. Don't allow it to be a source of distraction. Make spending time with your partner a priority. You see, time is the currency of every relationship. Try to make time for your partner. A simple date night, all those little things that you make out time to do with your partner is very important. It should not be neglected. Try to make time for your partner as often as possible. It is very, very important for your marriage. As a married man, as a married woman, learn to surround yourself with people that will help you to strengthen your marriage. Don't always be in the midst of people that will push you or make you to compromise your partner. The people you surround yourself with is very important as a married man, as a married woman, because they can make or mar your marriage. So be very careful with the people that you surround yourself with, the kind of friends that you follow, the people that you always take advice from. Make sure they are the right set of people. Make laughter the soundtrack of your marriage. Even in tough times, when things are really bad in your home, for your partner, in your own life, learn to find reasons to laugh, to bring laughter into your home. In every argument, don't forget that there won't be a winner and there won't be a loser. When you win together. When you lose together. That is why the both of you are one and you're a team. Don't forget that a strong marriage is not about the husband and wife being strong people. No, it's about the wife being strong for the husband in his moment of weakness, and the husband being strong for the wife in her moment of weakness. Both of them being strong for each other. Prioritize what happens in your matrimonial room, in your bedroom, because it takes more than sex to build a home. But it is almost impossible to build a home without sex. I need you to understand that marriage is not 50-50. It is divorce that is 50-50. Marriage is 100-100. Marriage is not about splitting what you guys have in that marriage into half. It's about giving everything you've got into that marriage to make it work, to make it a successful one. It is divorce, when it comes to divorce, that you begin to split things into half. Not in marriage. Give your marriage your all. Give your marriage your best. Learn from other people. Don't see the need to compare your partner to another person. Don't ever see the need to compare your marriage to someone else's marriage, because God's plan for your life is masterfully unique. Don't be the kind of partner that will always give your partner leftovers, whereas you have given everyone else the best. Learn to give your own partner the best part of you. Don't put your marriage on hold while you're raising your kids, or because you're raising your kids. If not, you end up with an empty marriage. Never ever keep secrets away from your partner, because secrecy is the enemy of intimacy. Don't tell lies to your partner. Don't lie to each other in that marriage. You guys shouldn't lie to each other, because when you lie to each other, it breaks the trust, and trust is the foundation of every marriage. And when you destroy the foundation of your marriage, you have destroyed the whole marriage entirely. Build your foundation. Build the trust that you have for your partner. Don't destroy it. Partner in any way. Be quick to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Admit it. Don't begin to point accusing fingers, or begin to shift blame, or begin to put up like a disco attitude and not wanting to say you're sorry and all of that. Learn to say, I'm sorry. Whenever your partner breaks your trust, try to forgive and let go. Be open to forgiveness, especially when they sincerely say that they are sorry. Learn to forgive. It's an opportunity for you to promote healing in your marriage. It's an opportunity for you guys to rebuild that trust that you have for each other, so that you guys can move forward. So in my last video, I talked about so many advices for the married men and the married women in the house. I gave so many advices out to them, but I wasn't able to finish up that video because of some important reasons. So in today's episode, I am going to be continuing from where I stopped in my last video. Other advices I have to give out to the married: you should never ever talk badly about your spouse in public, in private, online, to people, anywhere. Don't ever try it. Learn to protect your spouse at all times and in all places. Always learn to put on your wedding ring. It's very important. It will remind you that you're always connected to your spouse, and it will also remind the world that you're off limits. Now, the thing is that in this 21st century, I get it that a lot of people don't even care about people's ring anymore. Someone will be chasing a married woman, putting on her ring, and won't even care that she's married. That is the world. That is kind of society that we are in now. But among all these things happening, still learn to put on your wedding ring. Yes, it's not just the women that face such, but also the men. There are young ladies that chase married men. That is their specialty. That is what they like. So not just the women, but also the men. Learn to put on your wedding ring, and learn to put that boundary to show the world that you're off limits. In as such as the pressure from the society, from the young girls and young guys out there. But put maximum effort to set enough boundaries and protect your marriage. You also need to learn to connect into a community of faith. Yes, the spiritual life of you, your partner, and your marriage is very important. And you need to keep it alive, because the spiritual controls the physical. So whatever it is that you believe in, whatever it is that you pray to, you need to grow in it. You need to grow spiritually. So you need to learn to do things that will help you grow spiritually, like services, attending services. If you're a Christian, you need to go to church. Get your spouse involved, get your children involved, get your whole family involved. Let the spiritual life and aspect of your family be alive. It's very important. The spiritual life of your family entirely, it makes a very huge difference in your marriage. Imagine a marriage where you guys don't even have any spiritual leader. You guys don't believe in spiritual life at all. You don't go to church, you're not a Christian, you don't belong to any religion at all. You don't do anything spiritual. The spiritual life of your spouse and your children, and of yourself as well, will be affected. Take it or leave it. The spiritual life of a family is very important, and it can make or mar your marriage the more. So it is very, very important that you learn to take care of it and grow spiritually as well. Learn to pray together as a family as often as possible, if possible every day, because a marriage with God in the middle of it is a very strong marriage. Learn to do things that will bring your family together. The spiritual life of your family is very, very important. There are some things that when you face in marriage, you will need to ask, where is your God? That is when you know that the spiritual life of your marriage is very, very important. There are some difficult times, tough times that when you face, you will not know where to run to. You will not know the person to even call but God. So you need to learn to put God in your marriage. Let him be involved. Allow God to be involved in your marriage, so that when those tough time comes, you can pray and believe that God will answer you. Because when you don't have that relationship with God, it will be difficult for you to pray or interact with your maker when those tough times come. So it's very important that you learn to develop a good relationship with your God. When you have to choose between saying nothing to your spouse and saying something mean to your spouse, all in the name of trying to express how you feel, your feelings, your emotions and all of that, please choose to say nothing. Because if you decide to say mean words to your spouse, it will cause more harm than good, and it will only make the problem worse, and it will hurt your spouse as well. A lot of things could go wrong. So it is better for you to choose to say nothing than to say things that will hurt your spouse so much. And finally, for today's episode, never consider divorce as an option. One thing I need you to understand is that the true definition of a perfect marriage is a union of two imperfect people that have decided not to give up on each other. That is just the true definition of a perfect marriage. So there are grounds for divorce, yes. But if your marriage has not met those grounds for divorce, do not consider divorce as an option. Please. Your marriage can still work. Whatever it is, maybe your spouse changed along the line or so many things got wrong. Give your marriage a chance to heal and get better. If your marriage hasn't met those strong grounds for divorce, then please do not choose divorce as an option. Like I would always say, marriage is not easy. Marriage is hard work. So whenever you're ready to say I do, you need to have that at the back of your mind. So it's very important that you prepare yourself physically, spiritually, financially, mentally, all round for marriage before getting involved into marriage, so that you don't just rush out of it. Because if you rush into marriage, you might end up rushing out of that marriage. So it's very important that you prepare your mind, prepare yourself as well. So there are so many advices I could give out to married people, but I'm going to be stopping here for today. So that is all for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching my video today. Thank you so much for listening. And please, if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also like and comment on my videos as well. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.